What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Um, Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon Kindle Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled Technology versus the Middleman. Talked about this years ago, right? But let's re-up. Technology has basically began to erase one of America's cornerstones of capitalism, which is the middleman. And you see this breaking down in every form of business, because there used to be people in the place of these systems that can get their beak wet by brokering a deal between one person and another person. They were called the middleman. And you see, over time, with technology and the information age, what you saw was the middleman slowly getting X'd out of all these business deals. Because one thing about the middleman was a slime ball in most cases. The middleman used to overcharge for their services, get cuts on being a middleman to janky products. So the minute that a person could get rid of the middleman, they would. You know, that's part of the slang about having the plug or the connect. Cutting out the middleman and getting it directly from the source. And this is what technology in some ways has done. Now, the source or system has become the middleman, because whoever was the plug or the connection or the creator or the producer of the product has created the avenue using the internet and internet business and services to say, look, you're going to pay me a cheap rate for my product, and you're going to pay me a fee for using my system to distribute or receive my product or distribute your product, which in some ways kills the middleman. Most ways. What do I mean by that? It's football season, and I spoke about this time and time again. They say, oh, the ratings are down in football. No, they're not. What it is technology has exceeded the expectations of people who thought it was going to go on a certain trajectory. Because you can still have the NFL network or regular television, and they can count those ratings. Or what is it? The red zone package and you know, direct TV's NFL zone, direct ticket and that. Well, here's the thing. Who said these people were sitting at home? That's where you forget. Some of these people are watching these games on their telephone, on their tablet, but not just their telephone or their tablet. Maybe their friend's telephone, their friend's tablet. Maybe their friend is sharing their package with other people. So now you got multiple people watching streams of the game that they really want. So as far as ratings go, you're splitting. They're taking out the middleman of access. Now they don't just have to go on television or cable or dish. Now you can go on Twitter, because the NFL Network uses Twitter. They use YouTube. People Instagram stuff. There's all these people FaceTime with other people, and the game will probably be playing or something in the back or whatever. So because of all of these extra avenues of technology, People X out the middleman. Less commercials. You know what I mean? And with all of these apps being put out, people are using apps that maybe aren't NFL apps, but you're being able to view NFL games through an app that has nothing to do with sports. So, who gets the money? The app does from advertising, but not necessarily the league. So you see how technology X's out the middleman. You can't, the stadiums aren't empty everywhere. Certain places, yes, they are. This goes the same with, technology X'd out the middleman as far as, in a bad way, as far as human relationships. That's what all of these dating sites and dating apps, you don't have to get the word of a friend or get the hookup from a friend or a family member who says they know a nice young woman or young man that they can vouch for, that'll be good for you, that knows you. No, now you could just click on a person, yes or no, swipe left, swipe right, send a note to a complete other stranger that you have no idea how you actually gonna connect, because it's all basically imaginary, but when they cut out the middleman, and now people are mad because they're going straight to the source, but the source that they're going to might be a liar. It is what it is. Technology's Xing out the middleman. When I was talking about being a broker earlier, now you don't have to go to a stockbroker. And then you don't have to have a broker manage your money or grow your money or trade stock to expand your portfolio. You can do that yourself, and they got other apps that'll help you pick certain stocks by their applications of artificial intelligence or patterns or speculation and everything like that. And now you can be in charge. You can be your own stockbroker by using the apparatus of stock investment firms and their internet sites. So now that's one thing into another, right? So now it takes out a stockbroker's money. It is what it is, because now you don't need somebody to help you with your finances. You're using the information age to finance yourself or handle your own finances. Same thing with making purchases. Do you really need a realtor nowadays? No. Do you really need a person, a car salesman? No, not necessarily. You could buy a car online now. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but you can literally go somewhere and say, look, I want this, and this. Send it to me. Ship. Same thing. The mall is the middleman. But the mall is getting phased out by like Amazon and, particularly Walmart, and to the point where they're adjusting by creating their own websites to ship their products directly to you, because let's be honest, you got tired of going there and dealing with bad customer service. And this is another part where technology is beating the middleman, because you don't have to deal with bad customer service using technology. You don't have to deal with people and their attitudes when you're just ordering something online. So now these people don't have jobs because people got tired of their shenanigans when they were places that they were trading their money for things, where they were bartering cash for whatever was being sold. So now what happens? You got people out here who used to be middlemen, who the bourgeoisie and the proletariat type of argument with middle management in the middle. Now you got middle management getting phased out. So now the very people that were in the middle working for the rich just X'd out, as if to say, you were a buffer between the upper class and the lower class, but now we're gonna throw you back to the lower class because your service as middlemen and management are no longer needed, and you weren't that good at it because these people are still um, hip to what's going on. So you got to change the game, right? So to me, technology is basically killing the middleman, and I don't think anybody but middlemen have a problem with that. I really don't. I mean, of course, over time, you got to explain to people that these prices are going to be inflated because they're about to monopolize being the distributor and the middleman. And when they do that, they can charge whatever they want. And you can't do nothing about it. Then you're going to say, man, where the stores at, where the malls, and where this and that. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe Amazon charged me this much money, you know, to deliver just this. Well, got to remember, that's part of technology versus the middleman because, you know, what absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's just my thoughts. Yeah.